Right now, the war in the Middle East is facing serious escalation. Senior US defence officials have warned that Iran could strike Israel at any moment. Iran and Hezbollah have vowed to take revenge for the assassination of key Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh and Hezbollah senior commander Fuad Shukar a fortnight ago. The US is scrambling to bolster its military presence in the conflict zone as Iran threatens to unleash a severe retaliation, including sending a guided missile submarine and putting the foot on the gas of an aircraft carrier strike group heading to the region. Britain and European allies, France and Germany and Italy, have joined the US in its warning to Tehran and called on the country to stand down and discuss the serious consequences for regional security should such an attack take place. Joining the program today is Dr. Einat Wilf, a former intelligence officer in the Israeli Defence Force and foreign policy advisor to Vice Prime Minister Shimon Peres. An expert on Israel, Zionism and foreign policy, Dr. Wilf is here to address the very real threat of an Iranian move on Israel. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor. Is Israel on high alert as we're reading?
Certainly, both officially and in terms of the population, although people, I must say, are managing between a conduct of life as usual and a certain level of preparation. What we really see is the coming out into the open of what has been simmering for years, if not decades. Iran has always said death to Israel, death to America, has been investing in among Palestinians, Lebanese, and Hezbollah, and Hamas, and building armies all around the Middle East. And now it's coming into the open precisely because it is admitting that Hamas, Hezbollah are essentially Iranian armies, and it refuses for them to be so-called attacked or hurt without its taking action.
So if there is a two-fronted attack or even three-fronted attack, is Israel capable of repelling any strike? And what about strikes from other rogue nations, maybe even on the ground? Are they capable of using the dome to protect themselves?
So one of the things that has happened is we have adopted for quite a few years now a more defensive stance, one that uses air defense. But I have to share with you, this is not what Israel used to be, precisely because Israel is a small nation, surrounded and outnumbered. We're talking about 500 million Arabs, nearly 2 billion Muslims who, despite very positive changes in the Middle East, are by and large committed to the non-existence of a sovereign state for the Jewish people. What we're seeing is that ultimately Israel, in the past, what it used to do is take the war to the enemy, not wait to be struck. So I don't know how much longer we're going to accept this position of just sitting and waiting to be struck. I think at the end of the day, we will have to be more active and go into the enemy's territory rather than just sit and wait.
And even with a sophisticated technological defence system, the media is reporting, the Israeli media that is, that the Iron Dome failed to intercept Hezbollah missiles overnight. Is that true?
The Iron Dome is never 100%. So I don't know if there's any specific instance, but yes, it's never 100%. And clearly what the enemy would like to do is try to overwhelm Israel's air defenses. We do know that other countries around Israel, such as Jordan and Saudi, not out of any love for Israel, but are declaring that they refuse to have their areas, their airspaces used in order to conduct any kind of war activities. But air defenses are not 100%, which is precisely why the position of hunkering down, waiting to be attacked, is not one that I think Israel will be able to sustain for too long.